Namaskaram. Today the topic is types of vascular bundles. So in plant there are different types of vascular bundles. That is the differentiation of vascular tissue system which produce xylem and phloem in the bundle-like form or pattern. And here we can see there are majorly three types of vascular bundles. One is called radial bundles, second one is called conjoined vascular bundles, and third one is concentric vascular bundles. Here you can see the radial bundles is only one type, and conjoined concentric vascular bundles is also one type. And coming to the second one, the conjoined vascular bundles are of two types, that is the collateral bundles and the bicollateral bundles. Such a classification what we can see in the types of vascular bundles. Okay, coming to the characteristic features, types of vascular bundles. What are vascular bundles? Based on the arrangement of xylem and phloem and the presence or absence of fascicular cambium, vascular bundles are variously classified. Cambium is the lateral meristem present in those vascular plants which exhibits secondary growth. Okay, which is concerned with the secondary growth of the plant body. And fascicular cambium or interfascicular cambium is the portion of the cambium that originates within the vascular bundles. That is, the vascular bundle consists of xylem and phloem. Along with within the bundle, the cambium is present in between the xylem and the phloem. Okay, based on the arrangement of xylem and phloem, vascular bundles are classified into two groups: radial bundles and conjoined bundles. So this is a major classification coming under the types of vascular bundles. Okay, coming to the first one, radial bundles. What are radial bundles? These are vascular bundles in which xylem and phloem are arranged as separate units in alternate radii, that is radially arranged nature, which are alternately arranged or separate units of bundles are arranged with non-conducting tissue in between. So each of the bundle which is connected with or interconnected with the non-conducting tissue, and they are common in angiosperm roots, which is seen, that is the non-conducting tissue which is present in between the vascular bundles, that is especially in the radial bundles. In radial bundles, xylem and phloem are separate from each other by conjunctive tissue. So you can remember that the radial bundles are bundles concern only one kind of complex tissue, that is either xylem or phloem, and it is in the ring-like pattern. There are one patches of xylem, then again another patches of xylem, then again the phloem. So such phloem, xylem intermittently arranged, and in between each xylem and phloem patches there are some parenchymatous tissue, and which is called conjunctive tissue. Okay, made up of these conjunctive tissue is made up of either parenchyma or sclerenchyma, or that is not only strictly the parenchymatous in nature, that is conjunctive tissue, but sometimes the parenchyma cells are thick-walled in nature and they are the sclerenchymatous cells. Okay, this is the structure of radial bundles. Particularly we can see in the root system, that is radial bundles are generally seen in the root system. Okay, coming to the second one, it is a conjoined vascular bundles. Here we can see these are the vascular bundles in which xylem and phloem are arranged in the same radius, that is phloem towards the upper side and xylem just beneath the phloem, that is the outer phloem and inner xylem. Okay, and they are in close contact with each other, that is xylem and phloem is very close in contact. But as in the previous one, that is in radial bundles, xylem and phloem are not in close contact because xylem, phloem intermittently arranged and they are separated by conjunctive parenchymatous tissue. But here in conjoined vascular bundle, it is the difference between the radial bundle and the conjoined. Join means both the xylem and phloem joined togetherly. There is no tissue which is separated, both the xylem and phloem. Okay, so they together constitute a bundle. So a bundle is constituted as in especially in dicot plants, you can see both the xylem and phloem togetherly constitute the vascular bundle. And coming to the nature, the conjoined bundles are further classified into two categories. They are namely collateral or bicollateral or concentric bundles. Okay, so the first type of grouping is in conjoined vascular bundle is collateral bundles. What are collateral bundles? These are conjoined bundles, that is both the xylem and phloem are joined together, in which xylem and phloem lie side by side on the same radius. Okay, the xylem towards the center and phloem towards the periphery. Okay, there are two types of collateral bundles. One is called open vascular bundle and the another one is called a closed vascular bundle. Why they are named as two types or mentioned as two types, that is open and closed. Okay, we will see the interfascicular cambium is present in between the xylem and phloem, but in the later interfascicular cambium is absent. That is in an open vascular bundle. The interfascicular cambium is present. That is in between the xylem and phloem, the cambium, that is the meristematic tissue is present, and such bundle is called the open bundle. And the another one is the xylem and phloem without the separation or without the fascicular cambium, and such, that is interfascicular cambium is absent, and such bundles are called closed bundle. That is in between xylem and phloem there is no tissue or no meristematic tissue or the cambium. Such bundles are called closed bundles. Okay, so the in open bundles are open for secondary growth. Open bundles are open for secondary growth. Because why? Because both the xylem, in between the xylem and phloem there is the cambium, that is the meristematic tissue, which is the power of continuous division to produce more cells towards the periphery and also towards the interior region. So addition of or increment of such cells or tissues towards the periphery and the interior, which leads to the secondary growth. So that remind that the open bundles are concerned or open for secondary growth, and closed bundles are closed for secondary. That is, there is no interfascicular cambium, so there is no meristematic cells which do not derive or add the increment of additional cells, so which are closed for secondary growth. So you remember that in collateral bundles there are two types: open bundles and closed bundles. So in the sense of function of open and closed bundle, open bundles are concerned with the secondary growth and thickness, but closed bundles are not concerned with or not in connection with the secondary growth, which do not lead to secondary growth. That is, there is no role or specific role in the secondary growth in thickness. Okay, and open bundles are characteristics of dicot stem. That is, in dicot stem, the bundles are with the in between the bundle there is the interfascicular cambium is or fascicular cambium is present, and closed bundles are characteristics of monocots. That is, in between the vascular bundle there is no interfascicular cambium is formed. Here one you remind that the bundles which show fascicular cambium general, that is collateral vascular bundle. Collateral vascular bundle, or we can see in collateral vascular bundle, the bundle which show the presence of fascicular cambium, and in between two bundles there is interfascicular cambium, that is in line with the cambium of xylem, in between the xylem and phloem, there is interfascicular cambium is produced. While interfascicular cambium is present, the bundle is called what? Open. And interfascicular cambium is absent, the bundle is called closed. Open bundles are concerned for secondary growth, and the closed bundles are not in concern with the secondary growth in thickness. That is the characteristics function also. Okay, coming to the second type of conjoined vascular bundle is bicollateral vascular bundle. Bicollateral vascular bundles are conjoined bundles with a median patch of xylem flanked by phloem patches on either side. That is usually xylem towards the interior, phloem towards the exterior, and in between there is the fascicular cambium. But coming to the bicollateral vascular bundle, bicollateral, that is xylem is at the center and both the sides, outer and inner sides of the xylem, it will show the presence of phloem cells, which is called bicollateral bundles. Okay, the phloem patch seen outer to the xylem is called outer phloem, and that which is seen inner to the xylem is called the inner phloem. In between the xylem and the outer phloem, there is a strip of interfascicular cambium is present. Okay, thus bicollateral bundles appears to resemble the open collateral bundles because the interfascicular cambium is present in between the xylem and phloem. So it is resembled to the open collateral bundles, except in the presence of two phloem strands. Okay, usually interfascicular cambium is absent in between xylem and the inner phloem. Interfascicular cambium is absent in between xylem and the inner phloem. So here interfascicular cambium is present. So it is somewhat in bicollateral bundles. It is also concerned for what? It is also concerned or concerned with the secondary growth in thickness. Okay, and the bicollateral bundles are common among members of Cucurbitaceae. Cucurbitaceae members usually showing the bicollateral vascular bundles. Okay, next third type of vascular bundle is concentric vascular bundles. What are concentric vascular bundles? These are closed type of vascular bundles in which one type of vascular tissue completely encircles or encloses the other. That is either xylem or phloem is completely covering the other complex tissue. There are two types, namely one leptocentric or amphivasal bundles and two hadrocentric or amphicribral bundles. Leptocentric or amphivasal and androcentric or amphicribral. Generally it is named as amphivasal and amphicribral vascular bundles. Okay, here the xylem surrounds the phloem. The entire xylem is surrounded by phloem, whereas in the later phloem surrounds the xylem. So the differentiation of amphivasal and amphicribral is the amphivasal bundles, the xylem surrounds the phloem. And in the amphicribral, the phloem surrounds the xylem. That is, xylem surrounds the phloem means the amphivasal bundles, the phloem is completely surrounded by xylem. In amphicribral, the xylem is completely surrounded with the phloem. Okay, endocentric vessels are found in the meristils of ferns and flowers of fruits and fruits of angiosperms. Okay, leptocentric vessels are found in the medulla of some dicotyledonous plants. So this is the peculiar feature of concentric vascular bundles in angiosperms. This leptocentric vessels are found in the medulla of some dicots, and in monocot family also we can see this type of vascular bundle. Okay, thank you.